trend in grain-free food for dogs and cats. It's gaining popularity, but are they really necessary?
Joining us live this afternoon is our pet vet, Katie Heinrich, and this is Ripley as well, joining us this afternoon. So tell us more about this trend. What makes it different?
So traditional dog foods historically have had pretty high carbohydrate levels, as dog and cat foods have had pretty high carbohydrate levels with just enough protein to get by nutritionally for the animals. And we're finding lately that that's not such a good idea. I mean, it was done because it reduced costs and it makes the food cheaper. So now what has come out are low carb or grain-free pet foods. And they are more expensive because they don't have quite as much of that carbohydrate filler in there. But they, in some cases, animals do much better on them.
And we've talked about this before, especially when it comes to cats. You want to use the wet food over the dry food because as obligate carnivores.
Very good.
I'm learning here. They don't need the carbs. They just want protein.
Right. So in cats, so my answer for cats actually varies from my answer for dogs in this instance. I love cats to be on a grain-free food. Grain-free foods are typically lower in carbohydrates, higher in protein, higher in fat. Most cats do much better on that type of diet. The caveat is if you have a cat with kidney disease or liver disease, you want to talk to your vet first before considering something like that. Dogs, on the other hand, are carnivores, but not obligate carnivores. They're scavengers, and their digestive system evolved to digest just about anything. So they actually can do well on a higher carbohydrate diet. You just don't want it too high, and it really varies dog to dog. Some dogs do well on the grain-free diets. Other dogs, it's too rich and they get soft stool and they need a little more fiber and a little more carbs in it. So there's really no one right food for, you know, a best food for every dog. It's really individual. So you try a certain food for a couple weeks, see how your dog does. And
do you have to replace those nutrients somehow? I mean, I feel like with people, anytime you cut one thing out, you have to find it from somewhere else.
Well, those foods still are complete and balanced, so that's not actually the case. Yeah.
With different breeds of dog, do they have different food needs, or is a dog a dog?
Generally, a dog is a dog. You will see, and this is a total marketing ploy, you'll see foods marketed for German Shepherds, foods marketed for Yorkshire Terriers, and that's a total marketing ploy. It's not necessary.
But puppies versus senior dogs?
Yes, and that's, well, so the only difference is large breed puppies versus small breed puppies. Large breed puppies do need a particular ratio of calcium and phosphorus because that makes them less likely to develop orthopedic problems because their bones grow so quickly. So that is one case where if you have a large breed puppy growing quickly, you want to make sure you get a large breed puppy food. Otherwise, if they're just a general healthy adult food, a good dog food's a good dog food, and you don't have to get breed specific with it.
All right, Dr. Katie and Ripley, starved for attention. Got a question for the experts? Email them. Ask the expert, today's TMJ4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. That number 967